stream, but I can hear it a little bit.
Okay. That's all.
Good morning, Hartford. We're streaming live. Uh, chess tournament online on chess.com being held by the Hartford Public Library, Boundless, and Dig USA. We have Hartford High School students teaming up. Most of them have just learned how to play chess, and I'll be your commentator today. My name is Jan van der Mortel. I'm an international master. I'm together with Gabe Watson.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Great to see you today. Today is our first chess tournament, so we're going to try to make the most of it. And hopefully, we have some great games to commentate today.
We're going to jump right into the games. They just started. They're playing games where each player starts with 10 minutes on the clock, and as you can see already, they've used some time to play their moves. Who are we seeing on the screen, Gabe? Do you know?
Currently, we are seeing Mojib, who is Mojib Rahman Zamiri, versus Jayshawn, who is Jayshawn Gonzalez.
All right, what do you think?
So starting out, I believe White has a better position due to the fact that they have more developed pieces, as well as they can also still be able to castle. With Black, they're more outgoing. Their pawn structure is very weak and open to a lot of attacks.
Yeah, I think so far White is actually playing a very good game. Um, he's developed four pieces, two bishops, a knight, and a queen. Um, and he's already lining up. Look at this, queen and bishop lining up on the pawn. He took it. The queen, black queen, is under attack. Only one knight in the game. It's looking a little dangerous for that black king. So I agree, white is looking pretty good. What do you think? Where should the queen go?
Queen, I believe they can bring it to e5.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. There's a queen that can be taken now. That could be a problem for the black queen.
By the bishop, correct.
And Jason saw it. And now white is up a queen. That's going to be an issue for the black king. Because the arch enemy of the black king is the white queen. And if you don't have your own queen to defend anymore, that could be a trouble. I can see this queen coming into d6 maybe and check the king. I would also really like to castle queenside and get this rook on this d file where there are no more pawns. Right, good move. What do you think? Should he block or should he move?
I believe he should block because if he moves, then we can bring in the bishop to b5 with a
Uh-huh,
check.
uh-huh. He just took the knight. Not looking so good for Mojab. Let's look at another game. Actually, one already finished. Take a quick look at this. This is Brandon against Jejan, and it looks very mate. We have a queen attacking the king, so it's check. And if you look at these pieces, they're guarding all these squares, so this king is trapped. Looks
Yes.
like a good game by black. We have one other game. This is Michael against Javius. That looks fairly interesting. What's going on, Gabe?
To me, it looks like it's an all-out war. No one has castled yet.
The kings are still in the middle of the board.
Correct. Pawns have been pushed. Um, as well as it looks like black hasn't really developed all their pieces as yet, and neither has white with the two rooks on the back rank. So right
I
now they're to just push forward.
I see
With
a mate in one. I see a mate in one.
yes,
Let's see if Michael sees that. It's not going to be easy. It's a queen and bishop working together. The bishop protects the square next to the king. And if the queen moves there, it's check and no black piece can take. Okay, he missed it. He did see that his queen was under attack, so he moved it back. Still a mate in one. If JV sees it now, then he can defend against it, but he didn't, so white gets one more chance for a mate in one.
and now they're pushing back that bishop, so it no longer can be a threat on that e file.
Yeah, if that bishop moves away from this diagonal, there will not be a mating threat anymore. Alright, the mating threat passed. Let's see if black manages to get his knight out maybe. And maybe he can get a rook next to the king and make sure that white queen is being kept out. It's a pretty exciting game. 4 minutes against 5 minutes. A lot still going on. Alright. What's he
Maybe
doing
he
there, Gabe?
right now it looks like he's looking to get his queen more involved. As giving him that open diagonal to take the rook and check.
Yeah, if the queen would land there, that would be bad news for this rook. And then he's checking, and behind that king is another rook. Oh, he did see it. Although I'm a little bit nervous about this, because when I look at this square right in front of the king, I see
It's an
one
open
very
file.
big attacker. No defender, so if he somehow can get a rook to the g file,
Here it goes. Yep.
well, but he has to watch out. So there's a bishop protecting this square, so he might want to move the king away and get the other rook into action. Let's see. Alright, he did see the check. Will Michael see that he can take this rook? He will have to, because if he doesn't, he might be in big trouble with his king. If this king moves, this queen can walk in and deliver a checkmate. So this is a critical moment. I think if Michael doesn't see that he can take the rook, Javius might see that he will have a checkmate after. Keep in mind, all these players, some of them already knew how to play chess, but some of them just learned a few weeks ago. They're being coached by Coach Sean from Dig USA, and they meet 3 times a week on the internet. And on Saturdays, I get to coach them as well. So let's see how quickly they'll pick this up. It's not an easy game, but once you play a lot, it gets easier as you go along. How long have you played, Gabe? Uh-oh.
I've been
There it
playing
is.
for 3 years at the moment.
Three
Oh yeah,
years. So you're also still someone who just learned how to play chess, basically. I heard
correct.
you already beat like a very strong player.
Yes, correct. I beat it. A 2000 player rated over 2000 in Coventry, Connecticut tournament. During the first round, it was an uneven matchup, and I decided to go in with a head full of faith, and I took down the enemy.
That's incredible. To be someone who's rated 2000, he's usually
Thank
has
you.
played like 20, 30 years of his life, and and then you're one of the better players in Connecticut. You're in the top 100.
Correct.
So for you to beat someone like that within 3 years is just unbelievable. Javius did see the mate, so if we go back a few moves, he checked.
Jen, I received a word that our video is stuck.
Alright, let's take a look. Okay. There is something funky going on in the OBS. Let me try to fix that.
The next round will also be starting at 9:45. So for these next 15 minutes, we're just going to be reviewing the games and giving our additional commentary onto how we feel the moves have went. So Jan, give us a run through of your tournament career, if you don't mind.
1 second, I'm trying to get our feeds back up.
All right.
So people can see us as well. So the sound is good.
Correct.